Welcome back to the Hockey Shop, source for sports, down here in Goalie Utopia with Cam Matwiv, where I am once again wearing a goalie mask, but not to talk about goalie masks. This segment is called Danglers for Darren. That's right, In Goal Radio podcast host Darren Millard, big proponent of the danglers, gives me crap on a near weekly basis for not wearing one, so I decided to ask Cam, what kind of options would I have if I wanted to hear a piece of plastic rattle around under my chin while playing goal?
So, and you know
Sorry,
what?
Darren.
You know what? That's all to do with technique and how you tie it. That doesn't necessarily have to be the case. Your dangler's a little bit too loose, or, pro tip, skate lace, in terms of for tying it on, you're going to have it sit and flow with your mask rather than clanking all around over the place. So common gripe about these things is that clanking and rattling back and forth, but that does have to do with a lot of the way you tie it. We can talk about that in a second. In terms of for options, quite a few. I've got a Brian's one. I've got a Bauer one.
Got a Power
two
Tech.
options for Vaughn ones. I've got a Power Tech one. In terms of plastic and what we're overall talking about, yes, they're all made out of Lexan. They're all going to be very, very similar. Now, I do find the Brian's one that I do have, and then I have a Vaughn Pro Series one. They are a little bit thicker in comparison to some of the other ones that I've got.
Now, when you say thicker, do you mean in terms of profile height, or do you mean thickness of the plastic itself?
Thickness in the plastic itself, just in terms of for overall fit-wise. So, in terms of for protection value, though, they are going to do somewhat the same thing.
A little more durable on the thicker ones?
They can be a little bit more durable. You know, the transfer of hot to cold can eventually weaken the plastic. They do, and like are designed to eventually crack. You know, they're not going to last forever, for example.
Better the dangler than your collarbone.
That's correct. So that point that does crack, and you do have that shot off that does break it, just keep in mind what would have happened if that shot had hit you in the neck.
I don't know. You could just track down and keep your chin to your chest and not have to worry about it, but that's just me. Sorry, Darren. How do I put this on, Cam, to make sure that I keep Darren happy and danglers for Darren?
So there is a lot of preference-based. Some good examples would be actually checking out some of your favorite NHL goalies who do wear one. I actually quite like the way Hopi mounts the dangler to his mask in particular. Again, with the use of skate lace. And the way he ties it, like I was alluding to before, will help to reduce that overall clank side to side because the skate lace is a little bit more rigid than some of this regular lace. You can tie it to such a point that it almost helps it move the exact same way that the mask is moving without creating any of that gap and clank from that.
Where do you want it to? Show me where you want it to sit when you're setting it up.
When we are mounting it, we don't want it too high because that's not doing anything. We don't want it too low because once again, that's not doing anything. We want it to sit just at about midpoint and having a little bit of that gap there so that it does have play once it does hit your chest itself, and also still will go with you as you turn your head side to side. So. Again, this is one of those optional extras. In Canada, in most leagues, these aren't actually mandatory. However, it is something that is highly recommended. The concerned parent...
By Darren Millard.
We want to make sure that you're fully covered and protected. That's where this dangler comes in. Again, with your kids, if you're starting out early, they're going to continue to wear it as they go on. It's a lot harder to put on after, you know, especially once you've played for a couple years for sure.
Get them used to it early, protect them early, remove the potential for taking one that makes them scared of the puck early.
Exactly.
All good theories.
So, danglers for Darren. If you want to talk about danglers, Lexans, a little bit more, you can give me a call here at 604-589-8299 or 1-800-567-7790, or check us out at www.thehockeyshop.com.
When you call, a reminder, folks, that it may not be Cam that answers, but all his staff down here, they play the position, they understand the position, they can help you. That said, I feel like this is one where I would like you to call Cam directly and make sure he walks you through every model, maybe get him to get the micrometer out to measure the thickness and compare them, and really suck up a lot of his time to make sure that you get the right dangler for your mask.
Smash that like button, hit subscribe over in the little bell there, get notified when we produce these new videos. Check these out. These quick hits and tips also come at you quite fast. So you can check them out here further and also see more of us, which is great.
Have I ever told you about the time we had Braden Holtby training in Kelowna? First shot out of the warm-up, broke the dangler. Had to scramble to get it fixed to get the next session going.
Thanks, Kevin.
We'll make sure we'll share that video. Tyler Myers right under the chin, first shot.